Cock racing, sure. What's next? Cum racing? In fact, yes, that is what's next. Click like immediately if you like that joke. Now, I don't really know what's going on with this completely, but apparently college students are racing their jizz. They're jizz racing.
And now comes UCLA. These are head-to-head. We might have a photo finish.
Like I said, I really have no idea what's going on here. Kind of saw like a flyer or something online. Kind of like, looked like, you know, like a UFC match poster promo type thing, and then it said sperm racing, and I said, okay, I'm intrigued. Not that I am eager to watch dudes race their jizz, it's just, I'm intrigued at what this could possibly be. I really don't know. So let's read this tweet kind of outlining what we're talking about here. USC and UCLA students are gearing up to compete in the world's first ever sperm race. The event is being hosted by a startup called Sperm Racing, which has raised $1 million to put on the race. Competitors are Asher from UCLA and Tristan from USC. Come on, they couldn't have picked two less fratty guys. Asher and Tristan? Come on, that's a parody right there. Our first competitors will be two USC frat boys, Paxton and Thatcher. Their sample will be loaded onto a microfluidic chip, which is just 0.05 millimeters long. You don't have to size shame their cum, all right? That's plenty big enough. Once the race starts, the sample will race down a 20-centimeter racetrack in front of 4,000 fans, according to the Times. The race is expected to take at least 40 minutes. 40 minutes? Oh, that's not as thrilling as I thought it would be. 40-minute race? For the first couple minutes, you'd be like, yeah, let's go! Because, you know, you probably put money on one of them, right? Let's go, Paxton! That's my boy Paxton's cum right there, dude. He's got the strongest swimmers, bro. Yeah, I put all my money on him. Come on, bro, come on! For the first 2 minutes, you're like, yeah, let's go, let's fucking go! You're like throwing popcorn in your mouth. Actually, no, they probably serve peanuts, I would imagine. Throwing penis in your mouth. Let's go, Paxton! Let's go! And then, you know, fast forward 10 minutes here. Still going. Wow. These fuckers are slow. These are the things that's supposed to make babies? These guys would never make it to the fucking eggs. Paxton, you gotta eat more fucking pineapple or something, bro. What's going on here? The founders say the intention of the startup is to bring attention to the fertility crisis. It isn't just about racing sperm. It's about making male fertility something people actually want to talk about, track, and improve. We're taking a topic no one wants to touch and making it interesting, measurable, because health is a race, and everyone deserves a shot at the starting line. Beautiful. Sperm motility, how fast your sperm moves, turns out to be a massive factor in fertility. It's measurable, trackable, and just like running a race or lifting a weight, it's something you can actually improve. That's interesting. I will say it's a valiant purpose, right? Humans going extinct would be bad, in my opinion. So bringing attention to the fertility crisis is good. I also think it's kind of marketing at its finest, honestly. Because of exactly what I said at the beginning. You see a poster with sperm racing on it, and you're like, what? Fucking click on that shit. What is it? What? And then before you know it, they got you fucking roped in on some fucking purpose here. You know? Aw, man, now I care about the fertility crisis? God damn it, I just wanted to watch people race their jizz. I just wanted to watch the Man Batter 400, you know? All right, let's watch the intro video here to learn a little bit more about this. I really can't believe. I'm kind of confused as to what this actually looks like, right? A 20-centimeter racetrack. How big is 20 centimeters? I'm fucking Canadian, I should know this. How long is 20 centimeters in inches? Okay. So it's on a little chip. So that, how does this work? I mean, I'm not a fucking cum doctor, but like, is the cum actually moving? Like when you hear semen racing, at first you're kind of picturing, well, I mean, you're not picturing dudes busting. I almost just said, I'm picturing dudes busting. I mean, I kind of am, but like not, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter which way I'm picturing it, okay? But you just kind of think, you know, two dudes coming on a chip and then kind of watching it like, all right, go. You know, and it kind of leaks down maybe the other way because the table's sort of slanted. The table will be slanted forward and you just kind of watch the cum kind of, I don't know why I'm picturing that. All right, let's,
Everything big always starts small.
Yo, listen, you hear that? Killers in the jungle.
Come, listen, you hear that? Why did I just hear that? Come, listen, you hear that? Semen in the jungle.
This is the world's first ever sperm race.
I wonder if Skrillex saw this and he was like, what the fuck is my music being used for? I didn't approve this. What the fuck? Probably not what he pictured when he was making this song. Do you think if somebody would have walked in the studio that day that he was making that with Fred again or whoever it was, you know, two geniuses sitting there making music, and somebody walks in and it's like, yo, just to let you know, I'm from the future and this song is going to be used in a trailer for the world's first cum race. They'd probably be like, oh man, do we finish this? I mean, it's only right that we finish this. If you know what I mean. Now we have to finish so that other guys can finish and race.
This is Asher from UCLA versus Tristan from USC. Two legends.
Two legends in busting. Two busting nuts legends. Two absolute frat stars. They are experienced in busting fat nuts.
Battle for whose sperm is the healthiest, the fastest, and the tastiest.
What? You didn't have to add tastiest in there. Come on, you didn't have to do that. I mean, it's funny, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to do it. The ooeyest, the gooeyest. They should have tossed some more superlatives in there. The stickiest, the chunky. The clam chowderist. Oh, God. Sorry, I know maybe you're eating. Click like right now if you're eating, by the way. I'm doing a little survey so I know how gross to be in future videos. Who's got the chunkiest cum?
Swimmers will win the race.
Why does this feel like gay porn? Does it not? They didn't have to make it so like erotic. Like if they just started fucking right there, I would have been like, you know, I would have been disappointed. Obviously. But I mean, it would have been a natural conclusion to that. I feel like I wouldn't have been surprised. Fragile fertility. The average sperm count of men worldwide in 1973 and 2018. Million sperm per millimeter of semen. 101, and right now we're at 49. You know, we're not looking good. Numbers are not looking good. We gotta do something about this. So perhaps racing is the answer. It would be funny if this got so big that like as big as the UFC, where like every dude was like buying the pay-per-view to the semen card on Saturday night. Guys were just in amateur jiu-jitsu leagues for racing cum, and it raised the fertility rate of America. I guess that wouldn't be so bad, would it? That's the world I want to live in. All right, so I guess the brains behind the world's first ever sperm race are spilling the tea to TMZ. Spilling the tea, of course, is a phrase for kind of delving into the unknown details. Well, these guys are young. Why did I think this was like these were scientists? I mean, I guess they could be scientists.
I came up with the idea, I think 3 months ago. So this billionaire, he ended up flying us out to New York. He was like, you know, what's the craziest idea that you have that's not your current company? And I was like, sperm racing. And it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, all right? So like ever since I was 2, I always wanted to do a sperm race.
What? Why? Now I'm kind of worried about this guy. What do you mean ever since you were 2? How did you know what sperm was when you were 2? That's not good.
And relive the memories. But what was kind of interesting was...
Relive the memories? What's going on here?
Once we got a little bit further, it was like, okay, like sperm is actually a very...
Why is the audio only coming out one side? Come on, fucking TMZ. Are you not a little bit bigger than this?
You can't fucking make the audio stereo. The healthier you are, the faster your sperm moves. So we're trying to turn this health into a competition by, you know, making people healthier, using, improving their biomarkers, right, and stuff like that. And then...
Kind of sick that they're on a green screen with just a lab, stock footage of a lab going on in the background. Honestly makes them look so official.
The finish line is basically how it works is you have a sperm go through a microfluidic, and then we have something called rheotaxis, and it basically pushes against the current of the sperm, simulating a reproductive system to make the sperm move from point A to point B, and there's a finish line at the end.
Who are the donors here? Because what you said was you want to find healthy people, you want to see how this moves.
Yeah, it's my boy Tristan, absolute kind of legend in the frat scene, kind of like just an all-around like alpha type guy. And my other boy Paxton, just an absolute animal in the gym.
My understanding is this is somehow a competition between USC and UCLA?
Yeah, so we've been on campus and we've been recruiting for a little bit, and we found one person from USC and one person from UCLA. Very, very similar biomarkers. We're actually announcing the racers in an hour from now. And basically, they're going to race their sperm in a massive stadium with thousands of people at the Palladium on April 25th. So that's kind of how we're doing that. And they're basically, the weeks leading up to it, we're giving them thousands of dollars every single week to optimize their biomarkers, to make their sperm a lot faster, make them sleep a lot less.
So they're getting training. What exactly are they doing to optimize their biomarkers?
They're jacking off constantly. Yeah, they're pretty much jacking off for 12 hours a day, just nonstop. So we've spent thousands of dollars, providing sort of lubes and Vaseline and various lotions and anti-chafing devices just so they can jizz as much as possible.
Everything from the food they eat, right? So boosting their testosterone, from supplements, right? Vitamins, pineapple juice, right? And
wow, I said that as a joke, but that's true, huh? Yeah, we also want their cum to taste really good. Did I forget to mention that? How are they gonna, who's gonna judge the taste? How are they gonna judge that? Who the fuck are they gonna have judging the taste of this cum? It's not even fresh cum either. It's like sweaty cum. It's like cum that's been through a race. It's like tired.
We're giving them a budget every single week and filming the whole entire process of them training to be a sperm athlete.
How does this exactly work? Because you're not just having them do it the day before. So this presumably would be fresh enough. You're talking about the collection? The collection. So what's the...
Trying to be like official about it. The sample, right? The collection of the sample. It's like you're just talking about jizz. Just say it. Are you gonna bust a nut on stage or not? When is the nut going to be busted?
Yeah, so I mean the collection would be like anything else.
Even they can't. No one can keep a straight face in this. Everyone's trying to make this seem like it's like an official thing, like a scientific thing. Even though I guess it kind of is, but just no one is mature enough to be like, guys, cut the shit, all right? It's just sperm. Yeah, the collection. Sorry.
We take that output and then we keep it at body temperature. We do like a cleaning process, so we're able to take just the sperm cells. And then we race it in our microfluidic, which acts as like a microscopic racetrack.
Are they doing this at the Palladium? Not the collection. The collection. No, I'm really asking. The collection.
Yeah, the collection is live. It's to keep it as healthy as possible so we can test to see how their biomarkers...
The collection is live? They're going to live stream? I hope they tell the guy, that there's potentially, a live stream feeding directly into the stadium's Megatron. He's like in the locker room. They're like, okay, it's collection time, do your thing. And he's like, just pounding away, busts like an embarrassing nut. He's like just post-nut shame. He hears like the roar of the audience in the stadium. They're like, what's that? Is there another, is there an undercard or something? What's going on out there? And they're like, yeah, we didn't tell you. It's the collection process. That's what we meant by live streaming the collection, is the whole stadium just saw you orgasm. Essentially, pretty embarrassing.
I don't want to get too graphic, but they're not doing it in front of the audience. The crowd. They'll be.
The last thing we want to do is focus it on a degenerate or a very adult kind of audience, right? Our main sponsor is Nucleus, which is a DNA testing company, right? So we kind of want to veer away from the degeneracy and actually turn this into a health thing. So most of our sponsors are actually health, and especially with betting, right? We're not partnering with a massive casino. We're partnering with a prediction market. We're going to give biomarkers and stuff like that on the days leading up to the race.
Okay, so you could bet on it with like Polymarket or whatever. Okay, interesting.
The first one, and maybe you'll see us in the Sphere next time and race even bigger. I would love to have Shaq on, right?
It would be appropriate to do this race inside of a ball. I mean, that would be like the best fucking venue for this ever, is the Sphere. And then on the outside, they like put pubes. They make it like wrinkly skin and a bunch of pubes. They just make it look like a fucking nut. That's fucking good. You can take that idea, Eric. You can have that for free. Okay, so this is their official website. Sperm racing tryouts. Train, compete, conquer, bust fat nuts. People ask us, what's next for sperm racing? Simple. We're building a real sport, a real league, a real path to greatness. Introducing sperm racing tryouts. Train from anywhere, compete with the best. I mean, in terms of sports, it's kind of ideal. Like, if you wanted to be an athlete and you're choosing a sport, this is kind of ideal. Like, you just got to get in really good shape, right? So you do the training, like you do anyways. But then you kind of have none of the pressure. All you got to do is jizz. All you have to do is have an orgasm, and then you're done. That's it. You don't have any like game day pressure. And then if you win, you get all the glory. So you still get the good part of game day without any of the mental turmoil. Plus you're like super healthy. Kinda awesome. All right, let's meet the competitors.
There are thousands and thousands of people who were eligible to be the competitors here. Why'd they choose you guys?
You know, I think we're both really good candidates. We're able to, lock in under pressure. And I think both of our missions are to be the healthiest we can possibly be. We also want to be the first professional sperm racers. And we were the ones that could take it to that level that it needs to be.
Yeah, they had like kind of a scouting process. It was actually this guy who was the chairman of the Sperm Race League. But essentially they would come around, they would get, notes from
What the fuck? What is it? Is this a bit? What's going on?
people on who takes health seriously, like who actually cares, who's been already doing it. Because your sperm for 70 days.
Why is this person standing right behind him? Why is the chairman of the Semen Collection League or whatever standing right behind him? Why does this feel like a ransom? It feels like he's been kidnapped.
How do you guys prepare for this? So I know we spoke to the organizers who said that a lot of this has to do with biomarkers, and that there are certain things that you can do to be healthier when it comes to fertility. So I'd imagine that's been part of your regimen, guys?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that you can really fix your own fertility. You can, of course, it's a lot up to genetics. That's the main component. But you can fix your diet, you can fix your lifestyle. And so what we've been doing, we tested our biomarkers, we got blood work done, and we can see what we're deficient in. And so I was deficient in vitamin D, some B12, and I can see that like my testosterone is way higher than Asher's. So I know I'm just gonna win the race. And I can see everything that I can, be better in. So I'm optimizing my diet. I'm taking the right supplements.
I like the trash talk here. Yeah, no, I'm not worried. I think we all know I have the tastier baby gravy on this Zoom call. Okay, let's just say that. Okay,
This is basically the greatest event sport. Let's thrash genetics. It doesn't matter how tall you are. Doesn't matter how muscular you are from birth. This just purely is based on your diet, based on your lifestyle, based on what you're doing for yourself, right? So I think the bragging rights are bigger than any sort of basketball or football or any other giant sport competition because this involves all of it.
That's good. Just talking shit on every other sport now. Hell yes. You're right, dude. This is more impressive. NBA playoffs are going on right now. I would say that's a cakewalk compared to just busting a nut.
Boxers, where they say it's better to not have sex for a certain period before the fight. Is the same true for this competition?
So I'm assuming both participating in abstinence for the window is like 2 to 7 days. That's kind of the good window there. So yeah, that we're.
But I mean, let's be clear, it's gonna be tough. I do have a lot of women banging my line, constantly looking to, have sex and fuck and that sort of thing. So it will be tough withstanding, whatever it is, from sex for that period of time, just because there's so many prospects. Come on, bruh. Don't you know I'm filming a cum racing video in here? All right, so now we've come to race day. This happened 3 days ago as I'm filming this, so let's watch these pre-race interviews.
Asher Proger, the UCLA sperm swimmer.
The UCLA sperm savant.
Asher, how are you feeling hours before the race?
I'm feeling extremely confident. I think my load is 100% good.
Damn, why haven't I used the term load one time in this video? That just hit so hard. He fucking hit that shit too. I think my load.
Going to demolish Tristan's, and I think that
my load is going to demolish Tristan's. Jesus Christ.
Only will it be faster, but there will be 10 times more. No time.
And it'll be chunkier too.
Have to know, what genre were you in and what were you watching to produce today's sample?
Why do you have to know that? What genre were you in? Really? Did you have to ask him what kind of porn he was watching for sample collection? What the fuck is he gonna say too? He's gonna probably try to be funny here.
I literally saw the first video. It was a Kimmy Granger video where she's, just giving and she's like teasing the guy. I was like, this is perfect. So I watched that.
Why are you talking about this so? I hate how nonchalant this is. She's teasing the guy, just giving him fucking head, and she's teasing him. Yeah, stop talking. Why are you talking about it? Stop. Head is an intimate thing, all right? Stop talking about it so nonchalantly.
About twice. It was 15 minutes. Watched it twice. That came a little bit. Skipped a little bit at the beginning, obviously, because the beginning isn't the best part.
Yeah.
Anyways, edged 3 times, almost got there, and then the final load, supposedly it's the biggest load the scientist has ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
The load that I was seeing in the picture that we just had some picture passed around of 2 cups.
Yep.
You're in one of those.
Mine was the left. Supposedly it was the largest.
If you were the one on the left, I certainly like your odds today.
All right, this is kind of funny. This is pretty funny. I do kind of like how serious they're being. Literally Gooner game. The Gooning Olympics. God damn it. What the fuck? Why didn't I think of these jokes? The Goon Olympics. That's what we're watching here. Fuck, I just read about who won. God damn it. I'm not gonna tell you though, if you don't know. All right, now we have the broadcast.
The legend has it that the louder that you chant, the faster they swim.
Okay, I feel like we should bet, even though I fucking know who wins. God damn it, comments. You'd think they'd give you a little spoiler alert or something in the comments, you know? Before just ruining one of the most fucking coveted events of the year. It's like just saying who won the Super Bowl after they won it, ruining it for all the people that recorded it and to watch it later. All right, I'm gonna bet on, I already fucking know who wins, but whatever. No, okay, I can't bet then. You bet. All right, like the video if you're betting on Tristan. Like the video if you're betting on him. Subscribe to the channel if you're betting on the other guy.
It's that time! In the top tunnel, you will see UCLA.
What song is this? Sick.
At the bottom will be USC. Oh!
I guess we gotta fucking take the song out because it's copyright.
That's not gonna be close! He's walking away!
I'm kind of fascinated. Is this real or is this like a sort of a reanimation of what's happening?
Tristan!
I think it's real. This is crazy.
It appears as if Asher swimmers have stopped swimming. We're coming around to the last turn. This is gonna be a blowout of epic proportions. Whatever Asher was doing, it did not work. This is Tristan.
You shouldn't have edged, bro. You shouldn't have edged. Wait, the guy's name is Tristan Milker? Hold on. Hold on. Hold the fucking phone for 5 seconds. This whole time, I've been making jokes for 40 minutes. The whole time, this guy's name is Tristan Milker? No fucking shit he's gonna win. His name is Milker. This guy's family name is about jacking off. This guy was a gooner from the jump. Off rip, this man was a gooner.
Tristan!
Look, these fuckers just stopped, man. They're like, yeah, I think that's about done with that. Yeah. All right, fellas, what should we do? Grab a beer or what's good?
It appears as if Asher swimmers have stopped swimming. We're coming around to the last turn. This is gonna be a blowout of epic proportions.
A blowout. Nice.
Whatever Asher was doing, it did not work.
You should not have edged, bro. Edged 3 times like a gooner. That was your biggest mistake, dog. They got tired. The seamen were like, are we coming out? No? Oh, man. Come on, not time yet, boys. Get back. Do that 3 times. By the time they actually come out, they're like not pumped anymore. You know? They're like, okay, fucking, I guess now, fucking boy who cried wolf, fucking actually let us out, so I guess it's time to go.
This is Tristan Milker by a mile for future generations, for the future of humanity, for USC. Tristan Milker!
I'm actually pumped for him. I'm actually pumped for this guy. I kind of wanted him to win, too. He seemed like he had his shit together more than Asher. You know, Asher is with the, trying to make, he's ripping jokes, not being serious. Meanwhile, Tristan's like actually fucking putting in the work, probably. Plus, his name is Milker. God damn it. All right, not quite a stadium, but I mean, pretty good turnout, nonetheless. Oh, they fought. So okay, so that was clearly fake, right? And I know they're probably told to do these sort of theatrics, right? Same thing with like the promo video before to like drum up attention and stuff. But does that mean this is just gonna become wrestling? Like, is it all fake? I hope the cum part was real. Why did I say that? I hope the cum was real. If one thing in this is real, I hope it's the jizz. No, but like the cum racing thing is cool. I hope that's real. I understand, if you gotta add some fucking scripted shit around it to get people to watch, just don't become wrestling, because the cum thing is scientific and cool. Fertility. It's cool to solve that crisis.
Tristan, how'd you feel about that last?
Are these the sample collection? Are these the sample collection tubes? They gotta go in there and jack off. Just wouldn't be. That'd be a little embarrassing, you know?
We had a good lead. We had a really good lead, and then my kids got complacent. They got comfortable. They thought they were, the best. And we gotta tighten up next round, guys.
Oh, so that was, what was that? The prelims?
I know we're milkers and all, but we gotta keep this one going. Come on, round 3, we got this.
Oh, there's still another round.
I am 100% winning this shit. He has absolutely no chance. The first one was a fluke. You saw how I blasted off to the races, right? I think that was just my pre-cum, okay? The rest of this is my actual shit. The rest of this is
my actual shit. That is liquid gold in there, brother. You heard me. I was edging, all right? They got my fucking pre-cum. Now it's the real gravy, the main course, baby. That was just an appetizer before. Now you got the main load. That was just a rinse cycle. It's pre-laundry, all right? Delicates. Now you got the main load.
I'm winning. Not a question. I'm winning.
Let's go. Here we go. I'm locking you in.
This is the second video of mine Rhino's been in 2 months. Completely unrelated, too.
Rhino, I'm gonna need you back here.
All right, let's do it. We count down?
We will do a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is to determine a champion. One more time, UCLA on top, USC at the bottom. This is for all the marbles. Let's put your balls on the line and send the swimmers through the finish line. Oh my God. And this looks like a tighter race. They're neck and neck. Should I say tip to tip? USC on the bottom. This is an extremely tight race.
Or should I say tip for tip? You shouldn't. You shouldn't say it. Doesn't even really make sense, tip to tip. No one says that in context of a race. No one says tip to tip. You're just saying that because of penises, the visual of 2 penises touching heads, gingerly. That's why you're saying that, but it doesn't really make sense, so don't say it. You shouldn't say it.
But now Tristan is taking off. These are the little Michael Phelpses he was talking about in pregame. And now comes UCLA. These are head-to-head. We might have a photo finish.
Holy fuck, I'm into this right now.
It's the fundamentals coming out here. Maybe it was the ball tanning. Maybe it was being raised in South Africa. This is going to do it. Tristan Milker explodes through the finish.
Explodes. Come on. This is good, man.
Slide. USC wins.
Wow. Let's go, Milker. You just got milked, baby. You just got milked. Milker milks again.
Tristan! Oh my God. My boy Tristan took the...
What the fuck? Did he just get doused in jizz? Did he just get showered in cum as the punishment? That's a little weird, isn't it?
Wait!
Oh my God.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but also pretty gross and humiliating, too. Absolutely humiliating. I'm guessing that's gonna, probably kind of weed out a lot of guys that would actually want to compete in this. It's like, what, I gotta get cum shotted at the end if I lose? I don't want to get money shotted. Like, soaked in cum? Yeah, no, I'm all the way good on that.
That's a lot of semen.
Is that the rest of Tristan? Sorry, now it's actually becoming a gay porn, sorry.
I had no doubt.
All right, so there you have it. Tristan Milker took home the absolute semen glory. Congrats to him. Congrats to everyone involved in this. Seemed like you guys you pulled it off, really. This could be revolutionary. I think next race, we should bet on it. I think. In fact, someone did bet on this one and they streamed themselves. Let's watch that.
Oh, yes! Yes! Go! Yeah!
Hey, Mom.
Loxy retires mama sperm racing bet.
Quit your job. I just won it big on sperm racing.
His face.
We made it, huh? You should tell people we made our million. We did it on sperm racing. My son, I'm so proud of him.
That's good. Just wait, what? Just people like, what? This is a half of social media now. It's just like, you see a video that's, whatever, 10 to 15 seconds, and like, there's like 9,000 layers of context. That's why you see everyone on every social media platform now asking AI, like, what does this mean? Like, every tweet now is like, fucking Grok, what is this? At Grok, please give me context. That's everything now online. It's just, please fucking tell me what this is. What is it? I need to understand. All right, that's it, folks. I think we should figure out when the next one is, and I think we should bet ourselves. Thanks for watching. Once again, like this video if you like busting nuts, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Is the cum actually moving?